Hello and welcome to Slightly Impressive Vlog Every Day in April. My name is Grifter and it's April 7th. Yep. Wow, 7 days. We've been doing this a whole week. We're doing it. We're making it. Okay, today's question is, what is your least favorite dungeon and why? So, okay, my answer is normal mode, specifically normal mode, although really the whole place. Halls of Origination, which is a Cataclysm dungeon. Not that there's anything wrong with the dungeon itself. It's perfectly fine. It's fun. There's nothing... I don't think it's poorly designed or anything like that. But I've got a story for you. So, once upon a time, way back in the olden days of, like, 2011 or 12 or something, when Cataclysm came out, they introduced the guild leveling system for the first time. So before that, if you didn't play before then and don't know, like, there was no such thing as a guild level. So they introduced this, and every guild had to level up. Well, they had a cap every day, an XP cap that you had to hit. And we weren't really intentionally trying to hit the cap or really put a lot of effort into leveling. But, like, a week into it, we realized, hey, we've hit the cap every day. Like, we should just keep doing this. We should just keep trying to hit the cap, right? So we started, like, we would do 5-mans, like old 5-mans, because as long as you had 3 people that are in your guild in the group, it counted. And you could do old stuff, it didn't matter. And, like, we would just start inviting people like crazy. I'm gonna tie this into Halls of Origination, don't worry. So we would just invite people like crazy, and the guild just exploded because the more little lobies we had running around doing quests and stuff, the more guild XP we got. So, and there's a lot of people around who still play today, and a lot of people who became really active members and officers and things like that, who joined during that time where we were just making this big push to just invite random people. So, we were just doing our thing, making sure we capped every day, and then once we got toward the end, like, the way it worked is at level 23, the cap would go away. And then it was just like a free race just to level 25, which is whoever got there first. There was no cap. So, I mean, it was really a race to level 23. And we started to notice that we actually had a chance to be the first ones to 25. And there was a feat of strength, or an achievement or something, where that you would get as a guild, like, first to realm 25. And we're like, we're never gonna get, like, a raiding guild first, or realm first. We're not gonna get, like, anything like that, but this, we could do. We could do this, so we should go for it. So, we started, like, paying attention to what other guilds were doing. There were a few other guilds in the running, but we would go send spies over to the other guild. Like, I had an alt one time in another alliance guild, and we had some people with alts in some horde guilds, like, keeping track of what level they were and what was going on, what their strategies were and things. Which is, it's just great that we put that much effort into it. But when we got close to 23, we noticed there was this horde guild who was a day ahead of us somehow. And it was because there was some kind of glitch on launch day where the cap reset. So anybody who hit the cap before it reset was a day ahead, and we weren't a day ahead. So, like, we had capped every day, and we thought we were gonna lose it. We were just like, man, like, just because of some stupid glitch, like, this horde guild is gonna pull through, and they're gonna be a whole day ahead, because their cap's gonna go away 24 hours before ours does. So of course they're gonna get to 25 before us. But, like, we stayed the course. We still did it, and on the day we hit 23, Short, our guildmaster, like, she organized groups. Oh, and I forgot to say, one of our guildies, who was, like, some kind of scientist in real life, mathed out, which doesn't have anything to do with him being a scientist, I don't think, but he just, he mathed out which dungeon would give us the most XP per hour. And it was normal mode, Halls of Origination. Like, specifically normal mode. So, on the day we hit 23, Short organized different groups of 5-mans to go run it all day. And so we just had people just in there all the time, just constantly getting as much XP as we could, as fast as we could. because we're racing this Horde Guild, who's a day ahead of us. And, like, in the evening, we had, like, 5 or 6 different groups just running it all night long. So we ran that thing, I think it went on for 2 days of just constantly running that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it went for 2 days. And something happened with the Horde Guild, like, they fell apart or something. They had some kind of weird internal drama, so they weren't able to pull it off. And they were trying to raid. They were like, oh, we're going to do raids instead. We're a raiding guild. And we're like, no. Normal mode halls of origination. That's our secret. So, it got pretty close. Like, we were both going to hit it that day, but we pulled it through. We got Realm First 25. It's like our greatest achievement ever. It's the story we always tell of, like, the glory days of the guild. And it was just great, because we all just came together, and we used science/math/pseudo-math, to pull it off. And we did it. And it's great. But I don't ever want to go back into Heroic Halls of Origination ever again. I've left from that point on. Anytime I got it in the random queue, I would just leave. I'd just be like, sorry guys, can't do this. And they'd be like, what? What are you talking about? Like, it's just Halls of Origination. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But that's it. That's my story. Alright. So what's a dungeon that you hate? Do you have a weird story about it? I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.